Top 20 projects completing in 2020, the year the world tried to build the future. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video with others. 2020 will forever be remembered as a year of disruption and uncertainty. But behind the chaos, another story was unfolding, one of ambition, steel, and concrete. Around the globe, some of the most daring infrastructure projects in human history were racing toward completion. Skyscrapers piercing the clouds, railways tunneling beneath mountains, and futuristic airports promising to redefine travel. This is the story of the 20 mega projects that reached the finish line in 2020, a year when humanity faced its greatest challenge, yet still managed to reshape the world's skyline. In New York, the final touches were being added to One Vanderbilt, a 93-story tower rising next to Grand Central Terminal. It wasn't just another skyscraper, it was a statement. With its spire piercing the Manhattan sky, it symbolized resilience in a city that had faced crisis after crisis. Across the globe in Kuala Lumpur, the Exchange 106 joined the skyline, claiming its place as one of the tallest buildings in Asia. These towers weren't just office spaces, they were monuments to ambition, racing to dominate skylines in an era where height meant power. Air travel might have collapsed in 2020, but the world still prepared for the future. In China, Beijing Daxing International Airport, a starfish-shaped wonder designed by the late Zaha Hadid, finally opened its runways. It was futuristic, massive, and almost alien in design. Meanwhile, Berlin-Brandenburg Airport, a project plagued by delays for nearly a decade, finally opened in 2020. It became the most controversial airport in Europe, not for its size but for the sheer embarrassment it caused Germany before finally welcoming passengers. Beneath Switzerland, the Cinere-based tunnel was completed, cutting through the Alps with engineering precision. This project wasn't just about trains, it was about connecting Europe faster than ever before. In the UK, parts of Crossrail, the Elizabeth Line, neared completion, with sleek tunnels weaving under London. Though the opening date would slip further, 2020 marked the year its core structures were done, proving that digging under centuries-old streets was possible. Bridges became landmarks of national pride. In Turkey, the Çanakkale 1915 bridge inched toward completion, destined to be the world's longest suspension bridge. Its towers rose out of the Dardanelles like guardians of two continents. In India, the Chenab Bridge, set to be the tallest railway bridge in the world, neared completion high above the river valleys of Kashmir. It wasn't just an engineering feat, it was a statement of determination in one of the most challenging terrains on Earth. 2020 also brought giant leaps in renewable energy. Offshore wind farms like Hornsea 1 in the UK, the largest in the world at the time, began full operations, enough to power over 1 million homes. Meanwhile, in Dubai, the Mohammed bin Rashid Solar Park expanded to become the largest solar project on Earth. Even as oil prices crashed, Dubai was betting on the sun. Saudi Arabia's King Abdullah Financial District was nearing completion, a cluster of futuristic towers meant to rival Dubai's skyline. While delayed for years, in 2020 its shimmering glass towers finally came alive. In Africa, projects like Konza Technopolis in Kenya began to take shape, a city built from scratch, designed for the digital age. It was Africa's bold leap into the world of smart cities. 2020 wasn't just about planes and skyscrapers, it was about speed on land. In Morocco, the Al Borak high-speed rail set new records in Africa, slashing travel times between cities. In China, new sections of its bullet train network opened, extending what was already the largest high-speed rail system on Earth. Each new track wasn't just steel and gravel, it was a promise that the world could shrink, one journey at a time. Even though sports events faced cancellations, stadium construction never stopped. In Qatar, venues for the 2022 FIFA World Cup were completed, architectural marvels like Education City Stadium and Al Janoub Stadium, designed with futuristic curves and cooling systems to battle desert heat. In Japan, the new national stadium in Tokyo stood ready for the Olympics that never happened in 2020. Empty seats and silent stands became symbols of a world paused. While cities locked down, new cultural giants quietly opened. In Egypt, the long-awaited Grand Egyptian Museum neared completion, set to become the largest archaeological museum in the world. In China, the Shenzhen Opera House and futuristic cultural centers opened, proving that art and design would outlast even global crises. As the pandemic swept across the globe, construction workers became unsung heroes. Safety protocols, quarantines, and delays struck, but somehow the cranes didn't stop. In Wuhan, the world watched as 2 entire hospitals were built in just 10 days to fight COVID-19. They weren't planned mega-projects, but they became the most powerful proof of what humanity could build under pressure. When historians look back, 2020 may be remembered for its silence and fear. But for builders, architects, and dreamers, it was a turning point. Skyscrapers reached higher, tunnels ran deeper, cities grew smarter, and energy grew cleaner. The 20 projects of 2020 weren't just concrete and steel. They were a message carved into skylines and landscapes that even in the hardest times, humanity builds. 2020 wasn't just the year of a pandemic, it was also the year humanity proved we never stop building the future.